They hadn't said yet whether he's expected to make a full recovery. I'm guessing if you break both of your legs like that, the doctors ain't quite sure. You know, how you're going to operate after that, if you're going to heal up all the way and just be fine with, a few scars on your legs, or if you're going to walk with a limp. Not quite sure, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say, I bet if Tiger Woods recovers to the point where he can walk, he'll play golf again. A lot of people are saying he's not going to play golf anymore. You don't know that. You don't know what that man's going to do. This is the kind of thing that gets people like him determined to go back and play. And he's 45. Golf, though, you can play golf as long as you're strong enough and still good enough to play. You can play for a long time. It's not like, Tom Brady's 43, but that's unusual for anybody to play football that long. It's a brutal sport, but Tom Brady's smart. He knows to stay out of trouble, get rid of the ball as fast as possible, and don't run it. But you can play golf. It's not a contact sport. Most of the contact is just with the players swinging a club, because they swing it hard because they're trying to hit the ball as far as they can. A lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times they're trying to hit the ball as far as they can. So, but you can play for a long time. You can play. Tiger can play till he's 50 something if he's got enough power to keep up with the young guys. Bryson DeChambeau and Dustin Johnson and guys like that. If he can keep up with them, he can still play. So I'm betting that Tiger will come back and play. If he's able to recover well enough to walk, he's going to get himself in tip-top physical condition, and then he'll still try to play golf. It'll be, probably more than a year before he comes back, but I think he'll come back if he's able to. If he's able to walk, he'll come back. I think. If you don't agree with me, call me up and we'll make a bet. All right, we're going to take another break. Short break, as all of the breaks that we take on this show, and we'll be right back.
And now, without further ado, the man we've all been waiting for, T-Jam-D. Welcome back to the
show. Welcome back to the show, people. Anyway, we were talking about Tiger Woods and whether he could come back and play golf or not. I'm glad the guy's okay. I'm glad he survived. Tiger, pay attention when you're driving a car, dude. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you that you're getting all medicated up and then crashing the car, but stop it, please. Damn. I mean, I know you've had a great golfing career, but you don't need to drive the car if you can't pay attention. Pay attention. Whatever it is you're doing on the cell phone, it can wait. Okay? Junior? But a lot of the other golfers gave Tiger a tribute. They all wore red shirts on Sunday of the golf tournament. And if you're not familiar with Tiger, he usually wears red on Sundays, red shirts. So all the other golfers on Sunday wore red. So that was kind of cool. That was cool. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to show support for Tiger. And, I thought that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting them to do that. I hadn't heard that they were going to do that until Sunday. And then I heard them talk about it on ESPN. So, the other golfers and fans, a lot of fans. Tiger Woods has a lot of fans. They're pulling for the boy. The man. They're pulling for the man. Tigsy Wagsy Woods, y'all, to recover from his accident. And Lady Gaga's in other news. Oh, I forgot to say that. In other news, Lady Gaga's dogs have been recovered. Now, those of you who are not familiar, Lady Gaga's dog walker, I don't remember the guy's name. Let me see if I can dig up his name real quick by asking Google. See if Google knows. What is Lady Gaga's dog walker's name?
According to People.com, Lady Gaga has a lot to feel thankful for. A source tells People that on Friday, the star, 34, first got the news that her dog walker Ryan Fisher was doing okay after being shot and critically wounded during last Wednesday's violent kidnapping of her two French bulldogs, Koji and Gustave.
Well, that was pretty long explanation there, Google. But Brian Fisher, right? Ryan Fisher is the guy's name. All that to find out that Lady Gaga's dog walker's name is Ryan Fisher, and he was shot walking dogs. I mean, can you imagine that you're working for a superstar entertainer as a dog walker, of all things? If you want to work for an entertainer, wouldn't you like to be something else? Like the manager, publicist, or, fuckboy? You like to be, you have one of these chicks be like, I need a guy to bang me whenever I need it. That's what the job I'd like. You know what I'm saying? Just, you'd be dressed real nice and just hanging out with them like you're on the staff there, and then you just bang them whenever they need it. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd take that job. But being the dog walker, of all things, you're walking the dogs, and then you get shot. Be like, man, are you kidding me? I'm a dog walker and then I get shot? That's what I got. Yeah, I'm working for Lady Gaga. And then to add insult to humiliation, and you got shot, critically wounded, you're in the hospital. She offers $500,000 to get the dogs back. She didn't say anything about the guy who got shot, finding the people who done it. She just says, hey, if you bring my dogs back, I'll give you $500,000. I'm like, seriously? What about that human being who got shot for your dogs, trying to save your dogs? I would just hand the dogs over. You know what I'm saying? If they pulled out a gun, I'd be like, here, you can take the dogs, fag. You don't have to shoot me. I wouldn't call him a fag, because then he might get pissed off and shoot me. But I'm like, man, come on. They're just dogs. And I know they're animals that are alive and everything, but I ain't gonna get shot for your dogs. I don't care who you are. If I'm walking first of all, I'm not into pets, so I'm not gonna walk anyone's dogs. I don't care if it's Lady Gaga. Maybe if it was somebody who's really exceptionally attractive, yeah, I'd walk their dogs. I'd pretend like I like dogs for a woman who's really good looking. She got to be really off the chain, though, because I'm not into pets. I don't like dogs or cats or any animals, actually. You know who I love? Cows, chickens, and pigs. You know what I'm saying? Because we eat them. So I like them, but no, I'm not gonna be no dog walker. Did you think people are afraid to be dog walkers now? After this guy got shot. And there was a big debate about whether These guys who stole the 2 French bulldogs knew they were Lady Gaga's dogs, or I'd have to think they do. My opinion is they know whose dogs it was. And yes, these French bulldogs, they're expensive, and so they can fetch a pretty price. But you don't shoot anybody over them. You don't shoot anybody to steal some dogs. You want to take a chance on going to prison for the rest of your life just because you were going to get a couple of $1,000s on selling some dogs on the black market? I mean, that's just stupid. Some people are just stupid. They don't think things through. They just do dumb shit and act like, oh man, damn, what have I done? I just shot a guy over some dogs, over French dogs, French bulldogs. Then Lady Gaga offers $500,000. And says no questions asked. I have to think. Maybe it's just me, but I have to think that that's a setup by the FBI to try to get these people who stole the dogs to bring them back, thinking they're gonna get paid, and then they get apprehended. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the FBI probably told Lady Gaga, yeah, go ahead and offer a reward so we can see who brings these dogs back, and we can, question them. At least we're going to question them. So a lot of people think that, no, they were just trying to steal some British bulldogs. Is that what it was? It's not like that dog Spike on Tom and Jerry. Or there was another dog down on those cartoons. His name was Killer. There was one dog named Spike, and the other dog's name was Killer. Can you imagine a dog named Killer? What do you think he's gonna do to you? Dog got to be pretty vicious for someone to name it Killer. Big teeth, little back legs. Spike. Yeah, I think I think the police probably. But Lady Gaga ended up getting her dogs back. A woman brought the dogs back and said, I found them tied to a tree or tied to a pole or some shit. So I wonder if Lady Gaga gave her the $500,000, and does she have to pay taxes on that, which is a big fat yes. Are they finding the people who done it? I mean, the guy was shot and he survived, so check that guy out. Now he's got a story to tell his grandkids. They got shot walking Lady Gaga's dogs, and she offered $500,000 to get the dogs back. Not any reward to find the shooters of my dog walker, but just give me my dogs back. No, man. That's partially why I don't like animals. People act like they're more, in love with these animals than they are other human beings. And it's just irritating sometimes to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me. A lot of people are animal lovers and I'm just not. So, yeah, I'm not really all that fond of human beings either, except for adult, females who were born with fallopian tubes. You'd be like, why? Because I'm not into transgender love. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, I'm not into transgender men competing against women in sports. To me, that's wrong, because you still got man strength. Okay? Man speed. Man power. So if you're a transgender and you're competing against women, that's wrong. They shouldn't allow that. It's just like a guy dressed up like a woman competing against women. You're taking advantage of being transgender to win some competitions. you know, now